Well, good morning, and here we are having a beautiful sunny morning on the east coast of Vancouver Island where we live. So we got out, and Bob and I are going for a hike this morning up a trail alongside of a beautiful little river, and it's a river that is attached to a hatchery. So we're hoping to see some salmon as they are coming up here to spawn right now, and we're happy to have the sun today. So join us for this walk as we go exploring up the river. I don't know if you can see them, but there are a number, oh, there's a splash, right down a number of, I think it's chum salmon that are in this river. Just read a sign, and there are actually dozens of them right here swimming around. I don't fall down the bank here trying to get closer, get some light. You can see them just sort of flipping around out there. And these are the spawning beds where they come from the ocean up the river and to lay their millions of eggs. There could also be some other predators here, some bears, because they come here to feed on this amazing feast that's here for them. And there'll also be raptors, eagles, and so we'll just carry on up the river and bear aware, and see what kind of wonderful sights we can see today. Okay, we're going to go across the first little bridge and walk up the other side of the trail. See if we can see any fish. Okay, here's two of they're chum salmon, aren't they?
These are chum, yep.
Yeah. This is a person from Fisheries Canada here taking some measurements and some samples, skin samples.
Scale samples, yep.
And what does that tell you?
So they can age them off the scales.
Okay.
And with the length measurement and the age, we can just tell how they're doing.
Okay. That's quite amazing.
Yeah.
So did you just net these out of the river?
So these are dead ones.
Yeah.
So I'm just collecting the dead ones.
Yeah.
It's the only way we get chum, really, because we don't put them across the table in there. We just do the coho and chinook up there, and the chum come up here. So when we get some fresher dead ones, we'll collect what data we can. Yeah.
So is there a cycle? How many years is it till they come back from the ocean?
Well, every species is different. Chum will be 3 to 4 years. Chinook can be up to 5 years. Coho are 3 to 4 years. Pinks are 2 years.
2, yeah, I didn't know the pinks. Well, that was interesting. So we're just going to carry on up this trail. Have a look at this tree. This is a big maple. It's lost all its leaves. Really a very, very old tree. So covered in moss and ferns. Here's one of our first log bridge crossings. So I'm going to give this to Bob, my pole, so that I can hang on. And it's been pretty cold, so I'm hoping it's not slippery. So we'll just go carefully along. They were grateful that the folks who put these nice little ropes on the side for all of us who aren't as say well balanced as we used to be. I don't know if you can see in the middle of this little pond, there's a tiny gray-black bird sitting on a log in the water. Those are dippers, and they actually can walk under the water. It's not going to do that for us, but oh, there he goes in, right in. I know that this camera won't pick that up, but they're amazing little birds. Here we have a very mangled chum salmon, probably Looks like that is the result of a bear or an eagle. You know, it's hope we didn't disturb anybody's breakfast or lunch. The predators and the raptors play a really important role here. What they do is they haul the fish out of the river to eat them, and as a result the fish decay on the land and provide lots of nutrients, fish fertilizer for the forest. So it's a really important part of the cycle, and so when you see that, you know that the land is being nourished, and so is some predator. Well, if they may be really full, they won't be interested in us. The trail's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Not many leaves left. Time for winter. A few minutes. Beautiful big pool here. And get a little bit of sun. And we're crossing back to the other side of the river. This section of the Steelhead Trail. Somebody did a very nice restoration job of this little bridge. This Bob graciously waiting for me. I don't know if it's gracious or not, but graciously. Here we go. I prefer this to the slippery log bits. Absolutely beautiful. Well, it was a great walk this morning. Really enjoyed it. And down to the beach, and I'm going to get my little solo stove out. This is the east coast of Vancouver Island, and we're looking over Georgia Strait to the mainland of British Columbia with some islands in between. Well, first order of the day is to get this little stove going. Get a nice hot cup of something. Okay, that'll take a few minutes. Okay, good old Solor Lite working again. So. Whoa, that's looking good. Okay, it's ready. Dropping it on the gravel. Well, I think what's going to happen over this next maybe 3-4 months is Bob and I are just going to try and get out, or I'll get out on my own whenever we can. So here's to it. It's been a great day. It's a wonderful way to get out and into the outdoors and spend 3 or 4 hours just enjoying the environment that we have. This is the kind of thing that I like to do over the winter. Just get out. It just feels so much better when I get out. Even as soon as I knew we were going to go this morning and the sun was out, I immediately felt lifted up and said to myself and then to Bob, okay, where can we go? I want to go out, and let's just grab the moment. And so I think that's probably doable for a lot of people in one form or another. It's just grab the moment, get yourself out the door, and feel rejuvenated. Because certainly we have a lot of gray days here in the winter, and I really need this. I really need to get out and get the fresh air and just enjoy being out in nature. And this is perfect. I mean, we have an amazing environment here. We would be negligent to not use it. So thanks for coming along. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed it at all, give it a thumbs up if you will. And be ready to join us on another little mini adventure, exploring and enjoying the environment that we live in. Thanks again, and I'll look forward to bringing you along with us or with me next time.